Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a daily coin analysis on Phantom. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not an expert. Do your own research. So today we are going to talk about Phantom. Phantom has been one of the hottest coins in crypto the last few weeks, and it's having a massive run right now. So Phantom, I think, is just another blockchain. I don't really know a whole lot of the FA on it, and as you know with this channel, this is not an FA channel. I don't really know a whole lot of FA, but I will be reviewing the technicals, and I think I would not be surprised if this one hits like some absurd number like 50 cents and doubles within the coming weeks. This type of price action is just absolutely insane. So we'll look at Phantom USDT on the 1 week. This former swing high at 4.045. This was a significant level where price could not break over the winter and fall. And usually you always see these key swing high levels as significant SR levels, just for a lot of reasons. But as we saw here, we saw the swing high being a significant SR level that price could not break over a several week period. Price retraced, reaccumulated here, and then had this explosive move. And this move is legit. I mean, there's crazy volume coming in, and it had a blow off top up to 26 cents, and now is pulling back huge. So let's look at Phantom on the 1 day. This is a good example right here too of a bullish accumulation. I have a video on accumulation, so check that out in terms of what to look for. But in terms of overall targets for Phantom, I mean, this thing is very bullish. What you can maybe do is do a fib extension from this total range. Oopsies. And these are your targets going forward. So after 25 cents, 26 cents, you will see 30 cents, 32 cents, 35 cents, and 40 cents as like the next levels up. But overall, Phantom, I fully expect this to keep going higher given the overall bullish momentum. I mean, this was that big wick up top. And you do have to scale down to lower time frames if you want to start looking for some levels. Overall, this key swing high right here at 26 cents is going to be a significant level. And this swing low here around 11 cents, this could have just established the trading range that we are seeing now. So what do I mean by that? I mean that price might just kind of hang out in this area for several days or even weeks, depending on the overall market. But generally speaking, when you see these big blow-off wicks, blow-off tops, there's going to be a lot of volatility that follows. And obviously, a lot of volatility did happen right here. But in terms of the current price action, I mean, it's very choppy right now. You see, price pulled back huge, pulled back after that blow up top, hit a lower high here, and pulled back again. But as of right now, like what would my plan be for FTM? I think that this area right here, there should be some decent support still around 11 to 10 cents. I think that this should still hold for the most part. If we're looking for shorter if you're looking for other targets, you can fib out this entire range and to scale down. clean this up a little bit. This fib seems fine. I'm using the bodies, but this is kind of like what I would use probably. 618 fib was a good initial SR level. It's entirely possible that 088 comes too. Like we'll see price, you know, hit a lower high and then come here. And you might see some decent support around this area too. You know, if things go bad with Bitcoin too, it's entirely possible that this one goes even lower to 7 cents or 6 cents, but there's still quite a ways away from that. But overall, my plan would be to probably consider buying in the 11 cent area for FTM. And if you're swing trading this, then I would look for 9 cents or so. I think that's entirely possible. Like this would be a decent buy in my opinion, like kind of around this area. So yeah, that's my plan for FTM. But overall, like in the short term, this price action is going to be choppy. I'm expecting there still to be some sellers around the 18 cents area. Although not as much because it already got tapped once right here. So, you know, resistance gets weaker the more times it's tapped. So this should still give a reaction to that level. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see it go farther down. But if it starts to consolidate, you know, around here, then I wouldn't be surprised for a quick pullback and then another test of this 022 level. And these areas up here should certainly give some sort of reaction as well. So, you know, initial first test might be a profitable short up here. But again, stylistically, it depends on how you trade and it depends on your time frame. So for me personally, I prefer just buying dips in these types of situations. But there is going to be a trade opportunity, you know, when price gets back up there. But ultimately, I still feel that this one hits 50 cents eventually. I think that the overall momentum for this type of coin is very strong. And when you see this type of volume come in, it's very, usually there's follow-up. So yeah, well, let's check out the FTM BTC pair. This one had a big blow off wick up top. And these key swing high levels were just resistance, you know. So as I said before, these key swing highs are going to be SR levels. And right now what we're seeing is price had this big blow off top wick, but the volume is still decent, and I'm expecting these sellers to get thinned out here around 440 and 500. It would not surprise me at all to see something like this. And usually when you see big wicks like this, there are a lot of sellers that got wicked out here or got filled, and those orders are no longer going to be there. So I still feel pretty strongly that this will eventually wick higher, but you still might see a reset period for this type of coin. You might see something like this for a little bit, and then you might see it grind higher. That wouldn't surprise me at all. In terms of entries for FTM BTC, I would look around 330 wouldn't be bad, this daily demand. And this has been tapped a few times already, but I still think that anywhere from 300 to 330 would be a decent entry for FTM. And if price goes lower, that's going to mean that Bitcoin is going higher or doing something kind of nuts. Then 290 and even 250 or whatever would be good. You know, that would be again if Bitcoin does something crazy. So those are going to be my entry areas for FTM. But again, I feel pretty strongly that this one will go higher in the future. It just might need a reset period. So something like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video on FTM. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Thank you.